After 9 or so weeks training with bricks and homemade equipment, gyms just started opening back up in Arizona, and man, does it feel good to be back. This is my second workout back, and I want to answer the question, how much strength did I lose? I'm at Metroflex Gym in Scottsdale, such a badass gym, and today I'm going to be hitting chest and legs. My first workout back a couple days before this was shoulders and back, where I did the full shoulder workout from my updated Evolution program, followed by a full back workout from the same program, and I still had to drag myself out of there. It just felt so good to be back in the gym. And today is probably going to be fairly similar, with a full chest workout followed by a full leg workout. I'm starting out here with a 5x5 on incline bench. For incline specifically, it's been about 10 weeks since the last time that I hit that movement. And at that point, I did 275 for a 5x5. And it's not that I felt weak particularly on this day, I just describe it more as uncomfortable. So I figured that I would just start with 265 for my 5x5. Maybe I could have really pushed to go heavier, but I'd rather start a bit more slowly and safely instead of just trying to jump back in at 100%. And ultimately 265 was the right number. So that's a 10-pound decline, about 3.6% for my strength. From my perspective, there's really two inputs that determine your strength on a given movement. One is obviously your muscle size, density, etc., but the other portion is your nervous system. So learning motor pathways, getting everything firing the right way, etc. And I've been training over the last few months. It doesn't really appear that I've lost a ton of muscle. A little bit for sure, but not a ton. However, it will take a couple workouts to get that second part of the strength equation back on track, just kind of getting all those motor pathways down and for everything to feel the way it's supposed to. So I'd say that I'll be back up to where I was strength-wise across the board in maybe 2 or 3 weeks. And like I said, most of that's just getting kind of your CNS firing properly. And in terms of muscle loss, I don't think, it was that material at all. And so from there, I moved over to incline dumbbell press, moving 105s like they're a couple of peanuts. Dumbbell strength is pretty solid. I've done 5x5s with 120s before, but that was fresh. And this was right after incline bench. So 105s to 110s is kind of right about where my strength was before. And then I also did a few sets on the hammer incline press, slightly lighter than what I was doing before, but I think the equipment had a lot to do with that. Couldn't quite get comfortable on this particular incline hammer press, but it's a great movement nonetheless. Really nice way to kind of push a lot of weight while not stressing out the nervous system too much. Felt a little bit flat during this workout. I had gone hiking in the morning and had much less salt compared to my normal intake. So I was feeling a little bit flat and I just didn't eat quite enough. I was really, really full and pretty happy with the way that I was looking during my first workout, but this is just a good lesson learned. It's really, really hot here, so I need to be particularly cognizant of my water and electrolyte intake. I finished off the chest training with a bit of incline dumbbell squeeze press to get a bit more tricep activation, but this is also an awesome movement for the chest, particularly for kind of the upper inner chest. It feels great there, and that's something that myself, as I'm sure most of you are also, it would be nice to get a little bit more size there. Moved over to do some leg training, and when I train legs, I typically like pistol squats, front squats, but Metroflex has a belt squat, which is just awesome. So I did a few sets there. Weight wasn't crazy, started with 2 100-pound plates, and then added another 90 pounds. Ended up doing 6 or so sets here because it just felt right. This is a very nice movement to kind of hammer the legs without worrying about kind of core engagement or back or anything like that. It's just purely legs and it feels awesome. And then from there, I finished off the workout with 150 yards of lunges. Yes, I understand this is not a lot of leg training, but my legs grow like weeds, so I train them very little. and just adjust so they stay proportional with my upper body, but to each their own. Key takeaway from this video is that I did lose some strength, but I'll be back hitting new PRs within a few weeks. When you get back into your gym, take your time building back up. There is absolutely no rush. Getting stronger is a marathon, not a sprint. Healthy, gradual progress over the long term is so much better than just trying to get in there and go fast, short-term progress because you'll run into plateaus, maybe even injuries. It's just not ideal. Kind of slow and steady does win the race here. If you want to learn more about the workouts and diet that I'm using to create my best and strongest physique coming out of COVID, check out the Evolution program in the link in the description box below. But regardless, thank you so much for watching, and I appreciate the support.